everyone, and welcome to Overcast. This is the 57th episode of Overcast, your Overwatch podcast. I'm Frostee. We got the whole crew together this week. Ovadrive and Sawfty are here. So how you doing, both of you?
Doing well. It's good to have the whole crew back for once.
I know, right? As Sawfty takes a swig of that energy drink that keeps him going, the nectar of life.
It's so nice to see you guys. I really missed you. I have a response, but it's pretty emotional. I'll save it for later.
Does it have something to do about the missing raid and everything last week, and how terrible it was? And
Yep, all those things combined.
Well, cool.
Really emotional.
Well, let's get the formalities out of the way, which is, remember, you can always connect with us on Twitter at Overcast Show. You can also go to overcast.frozenfoxmedia.com. That's our blog page where you can find everything that we talk about every week. FrozenFoxMedia.com is your link to everything on the Frozen Fox Media Network, podcasts, game news, and more. And whether you're watching the video version of this on YouTube, thank you very much. Give us a thumbs up, subscribe so you don't miss any episodes at all. And also, if you're listening to the audio version on Stitcher, iTunes, Google Play Music, or anywhere else, let us know if you love the show by giving us a review. And again, subscribing so you don't miss any episodes of Overcast.
So guys, let's talk a little about what have we been doing the past week. Let's start with Sawfty. What have you been up to?
I have been playing actually kind of a mixed amount of Overwatch and Warcraft this week. I've been skinning. That would be hunting skins in Overwatch Halloween because I didn't want to buy any loot boxes this time. I wanted to really not do that because I may have gone overboard previously.
Yeah, I bought too many.
Yeah.
I've had to restrict myself as well.
So I played a bunch, and unfortunately, I think I have one or two skins, so no luck there. Playing Warcraft, getting ready for raid this weekend. And that's pretty much been my week. How about you, Sawfty? Oh, hey, I'm Sawfty. How about you?
I've been playing a lot of Legion. I didn't get to step into Overwatch that much this week, but the plan is right after the show to get in there, start ranking up Season 2, get as high as we can go.
Grandmaster tonight or bust.
Exactly, all or nothing.
If you're interested in going down, I'm all on board.
Yeah, let's join up. Maybe I'll even stream that. So been doing a lot of Legion. I cannot seem to find a legendary, so
you can have mine.
Or Frosty.
I'm still in hot pursuit of a legendary, so until I get that, I will not quit. But
run LFR. That's the trick.
Yep.
Is that the trick?
Run
That's
LFR.
what I keep hearing.
Okay.
Mythics, LFR, and the normal raid. They had a blue post out about, I know this is an Overwatch podcast, called this transition, that it's not about the length of time that you've been doing them. It's how much you're doing and at what level. So the higher level, man, the better chance. So I believe I'll run any of it with you.
Okay.
Get you there.
Yep, that's exactly why I ran LFR, because I was like, artifact power, and it's super easy to just go in there and crush it, and the chance at a legendary, and that's how I got mine.
And if you're a druid, you can queue for a healer and then not heal the entire time.
Yeah, you can always do that.
Insta queues. Well, how about you, Sawfty? Frosty? What you
back to me. No, back to me again.
Me do that.
Sawfty is drinking energy drinks.
Yep.
No, for me, it's all BlizzCon prep at this point. There's multiple podcasts that I'm going to be part of in the next week or so, talking about BlizzCon. I'm prepping for my thing that I'm going to be doing with everybody at the World of Podcasts. So we're exchanging ideas and getting prepped for that. I'm helping my wife prep our costume for the costume contest, prepping for all of our coverage for all the different shows on the network and everything else. So yeah, it's a pretty busy time right now. On top of that, there's school. So and I have a personal online midterm that I have to take, and it starts the second, the afternoon of the 2nd, and it ends on the 5th. So I basically have to take it sometime while I'm at BlizzCon, essentially. So, yeah.
Good luck.
So I don't know when I'm going to do that, but I have to do it. So
yeah.
And it's not like it's something I can skip. So yeah, we'll get it done though. Probably going to get it done in the hotel room, before BlizzCon. So It'll be kind of crazy. But anyway, let's talk about the topics for the week. We talked about that ladder, so let's talk about let's do our season 2 update. I have not played competitive in the last week, so I can't give you an update. So Ova, you haven't? I'm guessing you haven't played because you're going to be doing it tonight.
Yeah, not since last week, but I will be playing that tonight. I'm pretty close to getting platinum, so I'm hoping to pull that out this weekend.
Nice.
Get platinum, so
That'll be awesome. Sawfty, how is season 2 going right now? Right as we speak.
Currently in game. No, I'm just kidding. It's okay. I think I had like 1 or 2 wins in the last week, and it's pretty rough. I did do a lot of quick play, but I did some competitive games, and they were all like really close games. That was the one good thing. And toxicity, it just wasn't there this week, so that was really nice to see. So, I mean, I didn't win a lot, unfortunately, but I did get quite a few POTGs and some fun screenshots, but not a lot of wins, unfortunately, I have to say.
It's all good. I'm glad that the toxicity is like died down. We talked about that for like weeks, and now it seems like whatever happened, and it's better. So
yeah,
everybody just kind of shook it out. We got it done.
Yeah, exactly. I played a couple games where people were just like, "Hey guys, how you doing?" and they just talked the whole time. It was really nice.
Excellent.
Yeah.
So how about the Sombra ARG? So we got to 100%. So it's like confetti, and then we got to 100%, and then the trolling started.
yeah.
So like forum posts, capping out forum posts, all about how terrible Blizzard was, how we should boo them at BlizzCon because the Sombra ARG was terrible. There was articles like on multiple gaming websites, like PC Gamer, everything, that were just trashing this. And then what happens the next day? We get more. So we didn't get Sombra yet, apparently.
Right.
Not unless
We're still waiting.
Unless she's in game right now, and I just didn't know. But she might be there. Who knows? But we got more, and luckily I was home from school and up early enough to kind of like be in on kind of what was going on at the time. So you saw a lot of tweets from the Overcast Twitter that day.
Mm-hmm.
So it all started with a new patch coming out, and the patch matched the version on the A Moment in Crime website. And so everybody's like, "Oh, this must be Sombra Day, right? We've reached 100% and all this." So we went forward with that, and no, we log in. There's no Sombra yet. There's no announcement of Sombra.
It was patch day too.
Yeah.
Tuesday.
And so people go in and they're like, "Hey, let's take Bastion and walk him over by the Sombra protocol screen in Dorado." And lo and behold, he gives us a little trail to go down, which was funny.
Yep.
It's basically like Bastion, because it said that we were after it completed the 100% on A Moment in Crime, that like the Bastion unit was being I'm trying to remember what the translation was.
Compromised.
Yeah. So anyway, you take Bastion over there. He beeps out like basically like a 1s and 0 Morse code that you can run through a cipher, and then that got everybody to a term that was access www.lumerico.mx. Well, not the dots, but that's the website.
Yeah.
And Lumerico, of course, is the power company that the Dorado power station is owned by and all that. And you go to their website.
They're putting so much into this whole thing. It is so funny.
Yeah, it's crazy. So you go to the website, and there's like information about the company and all this, and there's a login screen, and there's a phone number, of course. So you call the phone number, and when you call the phone number, you get just like basically a series of numbers. It felt like it was Call of Duty Black Ops 1 again, like the number station.
Yep.
But those came in pretty important later. Eventually, we got to figure out that the clue of the next part was take control. People put in lumerico.mx/take control, and that gave us more Skycoder text. And then we went from there. I'm not going to detail all of it. I mean, there's a ton to this. But eventually, we deciphered more. We were able to break into the president of the company's emails and a bunch of other emails in there. And we're left with kind of two things eventually with these emails that we could end up with, where we could go from here. And one is that there was supposed to be like a big celebration from America on November 1st, so the Tuesday before BlizzCon, and it's a huge community celebration because that's when the reactor's coming online.
Right.
And then we're also left with another message, apparently from Sombra, which she said that it will have something like in the next week.
Sombra speaks now.
Yeah, so she says in the middle of that message, it said, "Stay tuned early next week." So I'm wondering if we're gonna. I don't know if we're gonna get Sombra, but I'm wondering if we're gonna get more emails or hacks or whatever.
Yeah, something.
It's not over. So I thought I know people were upset because it reached 100% and Sombra didn't come out, but did we really expect?
Think she was going to though?
Yeah, that's why I don't understand. Like, did people think that she was going to come out now? Like,
no.
If she didn't come out, like,
they shouldn't have.
If she didn't come out now, like, she's definitely not coming out to BlizzCon. I don't think. I wouldn't expect.
Exactly.
But
that would have been stupid to release her now and then BlizzCon. There's nothing.
Yeah,
Dumb.
So I don't know. All these game sites, I think they just like hopped on the bandwagon of the of everyone, and they're all like they're still bashing on it, like even after all that. So I'm kind of like, whatever. I'm done with you. Done with you.
Yeah, they're bored.
And everybody's like, this is the worst ARG and everything. And I'm like, look, there's a lot that goes in this. Blizzard doesn't have time to like hire a former NSA, mathematician cipher person to write something that's like going to take us months to do. Or do you want it to take more months? Like,
yeah.
I think this has been fine. It's nothing like crazy, and it kind of just keeps the hype going, even though it's been for 2 or 3 months now that we've been waiting. But it's just kind of one of those things where it's like Blizzard releases things when the things are ready.
Yep.
And I think they had this kind of timed out with their development schedule probably. So
they planned so far in ahead. You know what I mean? You can't imagine that this wasn't something planned.
Yeah, and BlizzCon's going to be exciting. I mean,
yep.
Ova and I are looking forward to playing her at BlizzCon. So,
yep.
Hate you both. I'll be with my wife in my house that we bought. Decisions.
You'll be watching us play from BlizzCon. Watching the stream when they
I will the entire time.
When they have the camera panning across like the Overwatch play area, and you see like her flash on the screen for like 2 seconds.
Yeah.
I'll look for a giant white wolf. How about that?
There you go. All right, so Sombra, we'll keep you updated as we get more. But I mean, huge props to all the people that do this because they solved all these things within like a matter of like an hour or two as they're coming out. Like we're getting all these things, so it's crazy stuff. Let's talk about the PTR. We got a tweet this week that said that the PTR was this time not going to be like this is what you would expect to come out next week kind of thing. It was more of a we're going to throw out a bunch of experiments and see what you guys like and what you don't like and what we like. So,
which is awesome. I think that's perfect.
Yeah,
that's what it's to me meant to be: is get out there, try things, provide feedback. Not just like a pre-release of the game of the patch. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I like it because there's some craziness that's ensuing there. And as we talk about these, you'll see why. So first, let's start with the general. Damage dealing to non-players, so anything like turrets, teleporters, stuff like that will no longer charge your ultimate. And ultimate cost for everyone has been increased by 25%.
Yeah, that's huge.
So a lot less ultimates going off. All right, let's start with the big one. This is one that everybody's like super excited about. Well, maybe I shouldn't say everyone's super excited about, but people like Diva are. Mech health increased to 200, so we've doubled the mech health. Armor is still 400, so I think we're at 600 health total now.
Yep.
So, yeah, crazy stuff. And movement speed while firing has been increased by 25%. So you don't get as much of that movement penalty when you're shooting.
Right.
So now she's just like running around, has tons more health, and she's just blowing stuff up. Like,
plus the recent buff to her ult not too long ago. Like, she's getting pretty crazy.
Yeah, there's been some pretty good gifs going around of what it's like to play Diva now. I think I retweeted one of the Overcast page, but it's pretty crazy right now because that 100 health is a lot, and moving a little bit faster when you're firing is a big advantage. And like you said, the recent buff to her just makes it even crazier because now it's like she's really moving like a mech should. And crazy. How about Soldier 76? Bolt damage increased by just a slight bit, by 3, so now it's 20 instead of 17. And the maximum bullet spread was increased. So damage was increased by the bullets, but it will now also spread from 2.2 to 2.4. I don't know what that unit might be, so we'll just call it game units.
Yeah.
They just brought this back in not too long ago, right? They tightened that up and now they're expanding it. So kind of interested to see how that plays out.
Yeah, so I don't know. I guess they're just messing. This one seems like more one of those tuning changes, right? Than more of an experimental one. Like we'll get to this one. Like Ana, her nano boost, right? No, nano boost no longer increases movement speed. So you get all the advantages except for you can't go faster. So that's pretty big because you used to be able to give it to somebody if they were like outside of the fight a little bit. They could like run in really quick because they're flying at that point.
Yeah, that's kind of a fundamental change to that ability. I mean, that's you definitely use that speed to your advantage to get in there or get out of places before it's over. Mm-hmm. So
I don't play Ana. I just buy her skins
and get candy from her.
And get candy. Yes. Sorry.
So we've already increased everyone's ultimate by 25%. Yep. And now it says Blizzard ultimate cost increased by 15%.
So, that's pretty decent.
So
I mean,
now,
like a pretty decent amount.
So we're getting close to almost doubling her ultimate cost.
Yikes!
So
you think they might think that might be a problem?
Blizzard goes off a lot, though.
Yeah, they do this in every game, though. They make a huge change to see, how much better or worse it might be. Mm-hmm. So I don't read too much into it, but it's definitely interesting.
And then Lucio, this will make you happy, Sawfty. Healing from Amp It Up, healing per second has been increased by 10%.
I like that. That 10% isn't a ton, but that's a good amount. I get complaints all the time. Need healing. I'm an AoE healer. What do you want me to do? But that's good, though. 10% extra healing.
I think that's one of those things where this is another one of those where, like, intermixed with these experiments, there's these that are like, yeah, this will actually probably be better in the long run. Yeah. We'll get a little bit more of that healing out and make him a little bit, even though he's not viable because a ton of people play Lucio and a lot of people play him over Mercy now, it seems like. So, and if people playing Ana over Mercy, I've seen a lot lately. So, Mercy's fallen by the wayside. Guess that's why they had to give her a good Halloween skin, right?
Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm still gonna get the skin.
She has an awesome skin, yeah.
Zarya, this is some interesting changes. Particle barrier. So the particle barrier, the power gain from the barrier was decreased by 20%. So no getting like insane power charges from the particle barrier. And the projected barrier, the power gain was decreased by 20%. Because if you were good at the barrier, you could charge up pretty quick. Yeah. And then you could just nuke. Do you think this is to like get her to kind of knock her down a little bit?
Yeah. I mean, why else would they do it?
Oh, that's true, yeah. But I mean, like, I don't know. I feel that you should be rewarded because if you're really good with the barriers, you're usually a really good player. You're very aware. You're very.
It takes a good player to wield her properly. Yeah.
I wonder if more people are getting better at playing Zarya, and that's why they're like, we just got to bring this down. Like people have caught on to how to play Zarya, so we got to nerf her now. So 20% is a big decrease. It'll take you longer to get that high energy.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And Torbjorn's the last one. Scrap now automatically generates over time. The amount of scrap collected from fallen enemies was decreased by 40% to kind of compensate, I think, for the fact that you're getting it all the time. And Forge Hammer, the swing speed was increased by 25% and the damage increased by 27%. So you get scrap like all the time, and you can hit harder with your hammer.
Do you ever really hit people with that hammer, though?
Oh yeah, I try to sneak up on people all the time and hammer people. It's hilarious.
I'm more of just run around and beat my turret and move my turret and things like that. I don't really hit people with my hammer.
Yeah, I know, right? But now you've increased
I have
by
an incentive to do this now.
the damage decreased by 27% is but the swing speed increased by 25%. That's kind of cool. He's like wailing on him.
Yeah. Considerably faster. I mean, it doesn't seem like it would make that much of a difference, though, if you're increasing one and decreasing the other almost
the same, yeah.
Yeah.
So
I don't know why you do that.
Maybe they just want the aesthetic of him like hitting faster. When you hit the button, it like looks like you're hurting them more. Even though you're kind of not really. Yeah. Even though you're not really doing much more, it looks better, right? So there's the PTR. It just dropped yesterday, I think. So get in there and enjoy it. Go in there and play D.Va is what I'd be my recommendation, because
absolutely
get in on playing D.Va while you can, while she's crazy powerful. And
I worry about them swinging that far, though. Because you got these complaints where she wasn't good enough, and now is she going to be too good? And I don't know that when you have somebody she seems like she's really a loved character, and so you adjust her pretty far down where she's not being played, and then you're going to throw her all the way back up where people already like her. So she's, you know what I mean? I wonder about if you do that and then don't give them that. I can imagine people being upset with that. I don't know. Yeah, it just seems like a huge swing.
It's interesting, but remember that this is the experiment. So they said they're going to swing the bat wildly this time, like Torbjorn.
So if you're the PTR, don't get your hopes up.
Maybe Torbjorn was symbolic of this, like because he's swinging it faster and flailing it more. That's what's happening right now in the office. They're like, we're just gonna like flail with changes. Like next week it's gonna be something crazier. Like I don't know, Mercy does 50% more damage and 100% more healing. I don't know.
Yeah, I think we'd all like that.
That would never stick.
I mean, the player, right?
I know, right? I think she's fallen out of the meta, so other than her res, that's what keeps her there now. So, I don't know. Let's talk about BlizzCon, though. We are less than 2 weeks away at this point. How about that? Less than 2 weeks.
I cannot wait for my mug.
Give me the Stein. Give me the Stein. Yeah, I'm excited.
It's the Stein.
We're so close, man. We're so close.
Yep.
I cannot wait.
And I got to ask Mike from the network if he has gotten his room yet for BlizzCon.
Oh, okay.
Usually he does not get it till like the week of for some reason. So I just talked to him the other day and I was like, dude, did you get your room? And he's like, nah. I'm like, wait, what? And then I looked up rooms
outside the convention if you have to.
If you're willing to if you're willing to like Uber or taxi or whatever from like down a couple miles away, you can actually still get a room for like $80 a night. So if you're willing,
Yeah.
I like being right there in the con space because that's the place to be. So it's expensive, I know, but I'll take it.
Yeah.
You got to do it, I think. And over, you're not too far away. You're like right on the block too. So it's like
I'm about a block away.
Yeah,
block and a half away.
It's
bad.
Where you're at. It's not a bad spot at all. I mean, when you're cosplaying though, you got to be like at the Hilton or the Marriott because like you don't want to walk down the road forever. It's awful. So with BlizzCon coming, what do we think we're going to see? I'm going to go ahead and I think repeat what I said last time.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll say that of course we're going to get Sombra.
Yep.
And I think
have to, right? We have to get Sombra.
We have to get Sombra.
All this.
What if they change your name at the last minute?
like the Switch, right? With the NX. That's why they called it the Switch, because they changed the name.
Exactly.
Bait and switch, at the last second.
Bait and switch.
They should have called like the little controller that comes off at the bait, so you could have the bait and switch. They totally missed the marketing opportunity. Anyway, but I think we're going to get Sombra, and I think that we're going to get one, maybe two maps, and maybe the new game mode, one of the new game modes that they're talking about.
Yeah. I
don't think we're getting much more than that. I don't know. They talk about like this hero that's in kind of prototyping. I don't know if we're going to hear who that is. We might, but I seriously doubt it because they said that like they don't even have any like assets for it yet.
Yeah.
So they're concepting it. So Ova, give us your prediction. Get out the crystal ball.
Yeah, my prediction's pretty similar to yours. I think Sombra for sure. We're gonna finally get to open that box, play her, see what that's all about. I think maybe a tease at another character, maybe some concept art of what they're thinking to the next potential hero.
Okay.
Okay.
And I think we'll get to play a couple of maps. And what I mean by that is maps for current game modes, and then potentially a new map and a new game mode for that map.
Nice.
And what I think, or what I'd like to see, would be maybe something like King of the Hill, where you kind of hold
Yes.
like an orb or something, or maybe you put on the Doom Fist and you're punching with the Doom Fist.
That would be awesome.
and then you got to kill the person with the Doom Fist, and then you get it. Your team gets it. I think that would be amazing.
That reminds me of like Halo. Was it like Oddball or whatever? That mode. Yeah.
Yep.
That's awesome.
That would be so much fun, and I really hope they do that.
Blizzard, I hope you're listening. we just made you like $1 million.
Yes.
Sawfty, what will you be watching us see live on the stream?
So yeah, definitely have to get Sombra. I think one new game mode. I want King of the Hill, but I also really want Capture the Flag. So I think a Capture the Flag Halo style is what I would really love to see. That's like what I want. Probably won't happen, but I really would love to see that. I think we'll get another map or two. They're pretty consistent in knowing how to package something together to be like big enough for BlizzCon. Like this is their 10th BlizzCon. They seem to know what they have to give us for us to be happy. So I think a new character, maybe some new ideas for characters or skins coming up.
Oh yeah, definitely. Or
events like holiday seasons coming up. Maybe there's new events, new skins coming out, things like that.
Is it just me, or are we leaning towards another holiday event where like Roadhog is like the perfect poster boy for
Santa?
Right?
It has to be Santa.
I mean, because even if they want to do like a Thanksgiving event, he could be like the Thanksgiving. He could have like a football helmet on. He just ate his turkey dinner. Like he could have like a turkey leg that was shaved into a hook or something, or a wishbone. That's like his hook.
And for Valentine's Day, I'll put the prediction out there now that Hanzo is going to be Cupid.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so
but I think they might preview some of those things just to say, hey, here's what we have coming down the pipeline. There's more content coming. But that's really, I mean, it's not a Overwatch BlizzCon. I think we all have the feeling this is a Diablo BlizzCon. And for the first time in a long time, everything else is going to be a little bit further back. So I don't think too much, but I think definitely enough to get us excited, keep moving forward.
Oh yeah, for sure. Okay, last question on this topic, because we all agree that there's going to be at least one new map.
Yep.
Yes or no that it will be that one of those maps, if not more, of course, depending on how the maps are, that at least one of the maps will be Blizneyland. No.
I think they would have
They did Hollywood, so I'm going to say tentative.
Yeah.
Tentative.
Okay,
they did Hollywood, so.
You're right. I wanted to see them do something like that with the BlizzCon virtual ticket or something cool where they could put that together. Man, that would be so cool though. I really want to see where like you get on Space Mountain and
this is what I would say. And this is partially too because like as an ode to Chris Metzen, for leaving, that we will not only see Blizneyland, but it will feature things like how like in Hollywood you can there's all like the lifts you can get on and get up to like different places. We're gonna have rides and we can do that.
Yeah.
So there's gonna be like a Ferris wheel and like Widowmaker can get up there and snipe, or something like that.
Would keep moving like at the top, and she'd have to adjust. Oh, that'd be so cool.
And like you could like for example have like a teacup ride. I would just hope that if there's like some rides in there that are like crazy, that there's ones that like can kill you, like the environment can kill you. Like if you jump onto the tracks of a roller coaster, then you're toast if you don't get out of there in time. But
That would be pretty awesome.
make the reward high enough to where, like, if you're Widowmaker and you're trying to get to like the top of the roller coaster hill, you know, if you're quick enough, you can make it. But so I'll put the bold prediction out there for that.
I'd love to see that. That'd be so cool.
Metzen was excited about when he talked about it. I mean, when they asked him about it, I don't think it'll look like anything real. I think it'll just be like some generic theme park, but maybe it'll be like an Omnic theme park that was built and then trashed. You know, like humans rose up and like, we don't like the Omnics, we're going to trash their theme park, and that we're in like the ruins. So now it's like that's why it's not safe to be there anymore. You know.
What about like Wally World?
There we go.
Just the stupid moose there, walking around still.
Yes. And the other thing that's going to be happening at BlizzCon, of course, is the World Cup. And I don't know if you guys saw it, but there was the video drawing of the groups today. So let's talk about these groups. We have Group A, which is Sweden, Spain, Canada, and Brazil.
Yep.
So I see Canada coming out of there.
Mm-hmm.
And let's see. Group B, this is the power group to me. United States, Russia, Germany, and Chile. That's a pretty powerful group.
Yeah. Yeah.
Especially like United States and Germany in there.
Yeah, well, right. Yeah. I'm just trying to think of Chile.
How about,
I don't think of them as Overwatch powerhouse, but who knows? The game's so young.
How about Group C? So we have South Korea, Finland, Australia, and Taiwan.
Yeah, and that's where I would pick out of. I'm picking out of Group 3 if I have to pick out of one of them. Not that I'm not pro-America. Not that I'm not pro-America. That's just my hunch.
There we go. And then Group D, we have China, France, Singapore, and Thailand. I see the French. I see the French coming out of there.
Where can I fill out my bracket?
Yeah, we need to do a Overcast brackets, man.
That's what we're gonna do. We are gonna do a bracket challenge.
Oh, I feel an Excel spreadsheet coming on.
I might put Sawfty in charge of all the logistics behind it once I get the rules set. But we will be doing an Overwatch World Cup bracket challenge.
Perfect.
And we have, of course, one more show before BlizzCon, and so we'll talk about it then, because we have the show, and then like the next week is when they do all the pre-BlizzCon tournament stuff that we don't get to like be at. So yeah, I think you could watch it, but we can't. There's nobody there, I guess. I'm assuming. I don't know where they're going to do it. I assume they're doing that on the same stage or something. But anyway, so leading up to there, we'll have we'll be just in time to get our brackets set, and then we'll figure it all out from there. So
can't wait.
And then we'll have some good prize that'll be worth it.
What can Ova and I win?
You'll win some Overwatch, some Overcast swag.
Oh, all right.
Something that you need. And the other thing that's happening at BlizzCon, of course, is Con Before the Storm /World Podcasts, and you can come check it out. The Overwatch panel is over there at 8:30 to 9:20 p.m. This is on the Thursday, so the day before BlizzCon, of course, so that's why it's the Con Before the Storm. And I'll be there with my friends from all these shows, from the Payload, the Guardians, the Cavalry, and of course, Overcast.
Cavalry's here, love.
Yep,
of course, Overcast.
So we got Kick, Tripod, Veritech, Kevin Ellis, and Rosh are going to be there with me. And we got some cool stuff we're going to be talking about. We're already putting together like our little panel discussion topics, so it'll be fun. And I might, if I can get the orders in time, I don't know if they're going to arrive in time. If I can get the orders in time, I'll hopefully have some swag for everyone there, or at least for people I can get it to. Sometimes Redbubble is a little slow, so hopefully it arrives.
Toss one to me. I'll be in the front seat.
There you go. Just like throw it out in the crowd. It's like at a wedding.
Yeah.
Sawfty doesn't want to hear about weddings right now. He's like, don't even say it. Don't even say that
Weddings
word.
and BlizzCon. Don't even talk to me.
Excellent. Well, that's everything for the week here. That's all of our news.
Yep.
So we're getting close to BlizzCon. Of course, we'll talk more about the tournament, whatever we want to call it, next week. Our bracket challenge. That's probably like some trademark term that I can't even use. Who knows? Like from ESPN.
There's hundreds of bracket challenges out there for all sorts of different things.
And we'll see if there's any more PTR news or something like that next week. I don't know if we're gonna get much more. We're at that point where it's locked down before BlizzCon. But what can I say? Because like this time last year, they're like the next day after we record this, they would have been saying, "Hey, closed beta starts."
Yeah.
So who knows, right?
This is
Sombra comes out.
Anytime you say nothing else is happening, something is happening. So
this
keep
means
saying it.
Yeah. So we're recording this Friday night. This means that Sombra will be announced tomorrow.
Yep.
And she'll be playable by Tuesday, and she'll be old news by the time Friday comes around again. That's what'll happen.
No, you'll be able to buy her new skin at BlizzCon.
Yeah, that's what'll happen. Like, that's the only announcement that'll be, oh, we have an exclusive BlizzCon Sombra skin. Okay. So, I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, there we go. I don't think we have anything for Ask Overcast this week. If you do have any questions, you can always tweet us or tweet the show directly, or just use the hashtag AskOvercast, and we'll answer your questions right here on the show. And then shout-outs this week. Does anybody have any? I'll start with Ova if you've got any.
Yeah, I'll just make a shout-out to everybody investigating the ARG, everybody game detectives. Again, that's really impressive stuff. I certainly couldn't do it, so thank you for doing that and providing all that back to the community.
Sawfty?
Stole my shout-out.
You stole my shout-out. Okay, well, we're all going to shout out to the same people.
Okay, group shout-out.
There we go. Yeah, I mean, they do a ton of work.
Yeah,
it's over my head. Like, phew, no way.
Yeah.
So, good job, everybody. And we'll see if there's more, or if they'll just finally give it to us. Like, okay, you've won the prize. It's finally done. I'm still gambling on when we're in opening ceremonies. It's going to be like, power goes out. Sombra's face is going to be like the skull. The skull is going to be on the screen, and it's going to be like Sombra's voice with like a message for us.
Oh boy!
That kind of introduction, like blow the doors off of it.
I think there might be riots. If we still don't know by the end of BlizzCon, there may be riots.
It'll be cool.
Yes.
So remember your
there, of course.
Yeah. So Ova, where can people find you on social media?
You can find me on Twitter or on Twitch at Ovadrive CTR. That's OVADRIVE CTR.
Sawfty, how about you?
I'm still at Sawfty. That's OLSAWFTY, not Swafty, not Swafty. It's Sawfty. And for at least the next 24 hours, I'll be there.
For at least the next 20, then we'll pull the slot machine on.
We'll do the poll. Yep, little slot machine thing. Who knows?
And you can find me as Frosty Fox everywhere. So everywhere. We are everywhere. And remember, you can find the show at Overcast Show. You can also go to overcast.frozenfoxmedia.com, our blog page with everything we talk about. Also, frozenfoxmedia.com itself. You can learn about this, all the other podcasts, and all the other content, like Pixel Prowler, our game news website that we have on the Frozen Fox Media Network. And if you're watching the video version of this on YouTube, subscribe and give us a thumbs up. Let us know how you like the show. Yeah, everybody's giving the thumbs up and waving to you out there. If you're listening to the audio version, sorry you couldn't see all that, but just know that we still care about you just as much. And whether you're listening on iTunes, Stitcher, Google Play Music, or anywhere else, if you love the show, let us know by leaving a review and subscribe on all these places so that you don't ever miss an episode of Overcast. So this is the 57th episode of Overcast, your Overwatch podcast. I'm Frosty.
I'm Ovadrive.
I'm Sawfty.
We'll see you next time.
This thumbs up for you.